It's hard though, because you guys are, creators. You look at it a very different way than I do, right? So I look at this, and in a way, this is amazingly useful free data. Like, imagine what it was like to create something in 1955 and have pretty much zero access to any feedback on what somebody thought about it. If it was something artistic, they're either like buying tickets to see you or buying a vinyl single or something like that. But there's no pipeline. It's amazing that you guys can put something up and instantly get feedback on it, whether it's terrible or positive, or find out, maybe they find the shirts that you're wearing are distracting, or they think your haircut looks, stupid, or whatever. Like, you never would have known this. And so you can say, okay, I don't want people distracted by my shirt. I'll just tone that down and then eliminate that problem. So there's a balance between being personally affected by it, which is totally reasonable, especially when people are going out of their way to be a little rough on this. But at the same time, there's access to their minds, how they're thinking about and processing this video. That's absolutely remarkable from a standpoint of building up a channel, or as we talked about at a conference earlier this year, they were building, freedom movements in other countries and trying to open up economies and very closed economies. It's like, you hear all of these horrible things. Well, great. Then you can address those arguments before they come up again. Or you can sidestep this problem that a bunch of people have. Yeah, but the problem comes in when like a certain percentage of people are just kind of crazy. And you do have to deal with that. Like, there's a difference between constructive criticism, which is extremely helpful and has improved my videos over the years without any question, and just completely destructive criticism, where it's like, there's nothing actionable that I can do with you just saying, like, you look like an idiot. Kevin sucks. Yeah, period. Like, I suck. Okay, I don't know how to not suck to you. That's not helpful.
It's so weird too, like reading. So if I did the same video as a guy tech YouTuber, my comments are all, you're spoiled, your dad bought you that, it's a completely different world in my comments as opposed to theirs. They're like, oh, your dad must have bought you that, or who'd you have to sleep with to do that? I was like, actually, I've worked really hard to do this. This is my money. This is what I choose to spend my money on. Whereas it's like the guy YouTubers or whoever, whatever, like that whole perception of, they're like, look at my cars, look at my watches, look at my money and that. And then the people are like, that's so cool. Yeah, bro. And it's like this weird thing where I'm like, I am just showing you the new phone that I bought, and they're showing you like this $500,000 car that they bought and bragging about it. And I'm like, I'm not bragging. I'm just showing you this. So it's so strange that I don't know if it's because I'm a girl or what it is that they feel like that's something that they can say to me, but they would never say to them. Does that make any sense?
It makes a lot of sense. And I do think that there is some sort of sexist undertones to that, where the men are being rewarded for showing off their status, and for whatever reason, you're being punished for showing off your status, where in like a sexist's mind, you probably, like they said, you must have gotten it from your father or something, which is so ridiculous.
It's so weird.
I want to eliminate the issue. So to do that, I'm just going to assume that every single person has their dad buy them everything. I can see somebody on the street who's like 96 years old, clearly, and I'll be like, oh my God, your dad must still be alive because he bought you that walker.
Your 140-year-old dad bought you that sweet rascal.
Yeah, I know. And then everybody will be treated fairly.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so great. No, it's so strange. Like, we could literally make the same video about the same thing, like unboxing the same exact thing, and it's like, you're spoiled, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but we did the same exact thing, and the comments are so different. And I never even really noticed this before. Like, other people have brought this up. They're like, wow, that's really weird because the comments in your video are so different than the one in this other person's.
That would be a really amazing experiment for you to basically collaborate with somebody who, somebody like an unbox therapy type person who's opening things, and talking about tech, whatever, where you guys have exactly the same script. You conspire to make this 3-minute video where you say the same things and do the same things, and then see what happens.
Yeah.
See what happens from distribution to like within YouTube, how many views something is getting relative to audiences. You could release this at
You'd
exactly
have to have
the
the
same.
same title and thumbnail. I
Same
mean, you'd
title,
have to
same
reduce
thumb.
as much, like differentiation because there's a lot of factors. Audience size that is built in.
Sure,
also it's different. But yeah,
at the least you could compare those comments.
Yeah.
But then people would think it's a conspiracy. So then they would start comparing the videos and they're like, wait, what's happening? Why did you say the same thing that Lou just said? So they would then start watching the videos. So that would just kind of throw everything into like a weird spiral. So I feel like it would have to be just sort of us talking about the same thing. I mean, what just happened? Like we've done some very similar videos and they would be like excited that he is excited about something, but if I'm excited, I'm overreacting or I'm dumb or stupid or I should die. So I'm like, wait, why can he be excited and I can't be excited? It doesn't make sense.
You should die for being excited. Yeah, that's so ridiculous.
I hope it's something like really insignificant too, like a phone case. You like this phone case? You shouldn't live anymore.
Yeah, it's all something, but it's just, I mean, with all that being said, I do still really enjoy making YouTube videos. It does have its ups and downs, but I think it's just, again, just finding that balance and just making sure like you're okay. You're okay.